As you can tell, it's an overcast day today. What does that mean for your forecast? Saturday and Sunday, we're going to dip down back into the 50s, 59 on Saturday. A couple low pressure systems that are building that will try and sneak into Arizona, but they're not going to quite make it
easier for us to see those aliens, right?
That's right. We can plan on the clear skies, but it's getting so windy out there. This is where we're going to see the change. Friday into Saturday is where we're going to see the highest percent of precipitation back to the west coast. That low pressure system is going to continue to push out of Arizona. As you can see, as we're looking at the nation, most of the activity is to the east and to the north of us, so we're going to stay relatively warm for the next couple of days. Moving through the state right now, and there is a wind advisory in effect until 6 p.m. tonight. Triple digits on the way, not yet, but how close will we get? Stick around to find out. 70 in Winslow as well as Page, 54 in Flagstaff, 80 in Tucson. Tonight's lows a little bit cooler in the high country, 19 at the Grand Canyon, 28 in Flagstaff, 58 in Phoenix. Tomorrow, another great day sticking around those 70s and 80-degree temperatures here in the valley, 82 in Phoenix, 79 in Tucson. And our 5-day forecast looks like we're going to get back up into those 90s on Saturday, 94. But for the most part, no big changes here, but I know ASU saw a huge change yesterday. Isn't that right, David? To learn how to stop a wildfire, sometimes that means you need to start one.
The refreshers that we do each year are, one, they're mandated, but two, most importantly, they're for our safety, for firefighter safety.
Commanding more than 100 firefighters, all with different levels of experience, Operations Section Chief Dennis Stern knows the importance of reviewing proper skills, like dousing flames, working with hoses, creating a fire break. I'm here on a couple acres of land walking this line that firefighters set out to stop a fire they actually started. Always a concern, winds, which can turn an exercise into an emergency. The forecast determined where the firefighters would train. This year's fire season started early. Now first-year firefighters like Jessica Sanderhaus have a chance to see what it's like.
I think it's a really good experience. I haven't been out on a fire yet.
To make this mock fire happen, the firefighters spent the morning digging a line to ultimately stop the flames, which began with a drip torch. For Jessica and dozens of others, it was all about holding the line.
We're always training for whatever situation may arise.
While the wilderness may be unpredictable, these firefighters know by staying prepared, Arizonans can count on their ability to respond. In Show Low, Courtney Childress, Cronkite News. This is the Yuma Border just a few years ago. So overrun with illegal immigrants that it looked like entire armies were invading the U.S.
They're still coming over.
But now U.S. Border Patrol agent Robert Lowry has grown accustomed to some very quiet nights on duty.
850 radio check on San Luis.
Yuma attacked the immigration issue, installing cameras and sensors and putting a lot more agents on the ground.
There is an influx of agents here. We did go from 330 in 2005 to 969 in 2010.
Yet another difference, the fence. Not one, not two, but 3 layers of fencing, all just a few feet apart. I'm just 100 yards away from the Mexico border, where a few years ago agents saw hundreds of illegal immigrants crossing every day. But now it may be just one a week. Some of Yuma's tactics are simple but effective.
So a big part of what an agent does is he drives or she drives and they look for any disturbances along the drag road.
The agents use tires to smooth over dirt roads, which makes it easy to see if anyone else has been there. Agent Lowry says Yuma Border isn't as exciting as it once was, but he's okay with that.
However, as a United States citizen, it's very comforting to know that our borders aren't being inundated and overrun here in Yuma as they once were.
He says agents can't let their guard down because they're being watched at all times too. In Yuma, Courtney Childress, Cronkite News.